Like our Australian neighbours, we Kiwis are proud of our sporting success. We don't like to share the glory, but one of our greatest athletes was in fact half Kiwi and half Aussie, and it's a mix that divides the nations.
This is the skeleton of Phar Lap, New Zealand's most famous racehorse, and was born and bred in Timaru and raised there until he was a yearling, when he was sold to an American on the advice of an Australian trainer. And the horse then went to Australia and spent most of the rest of his life in Australia. When the horse arrived in Australia, the person, Davis, who put the money up, was not at all impressed with the horse and refused to pay for him to be trained. So the trainer, Mr. Telford, said he would train him at no cost in return for half the winnings. And for the first few races, the horse didn't do any good at all. And then they changed from racing in the short distances to the longer distances, and once they did that, he was virtually unbeatable. He won 31 of the last 35 races that he ran in.
Not everyone loved Phar Lap. In 1930, someone even tried to shoot him. Luckily, they missed. Phar Lap went on to win the Melbourne Stakes and then the Melbourne Cup. But 2 years later, Phar Lap died in very mysterious circumstances.
He died apparently of poisoning. The tests have shown arsenic in the skin, which is in Canberra. But the mystery is whether it was accidental. We don't know whether the arsenic was applied during the taxidermy process, whether it was part of a tonic they were giving the horse. It's also been suggested it was spray on the hedge, and it's also been suggested it was deliberate poisoning by somebody who didn't want the horse racing in America. The rest of Phar Lap is in Australia. The hide is in Melbourne, in the Victoria Museum, and the heart is in Canberra. There was talk of getting all the bits together a few years ago, but it was decided that the heart was too fragile to actually transport. When the horse died, Davis gave the skeleton back to New Zealand, and then a public subscription was taken up to raise the money to employ a taxidermist to put the skeleton together.
So it really is New Zealand's Phar Lap?
It's New Zealand's Phar Lap, yes. We just look after it on behalf of New Zealand.
Countless Phar Lap fans have enjoyed seeing his skeleton here at Te Papa, although some think he should be in a more athletic pose. Maybe in the future we'll see him in a full sporting stride, but for now you can just imagine this legendary champion in full flight.